Good morning, welcome in as we get ready for today's Match Day -1 press conference. We're joined here by head coach Emma Coates, and we'll let her make a quick statement and then we will move to questions. So, Coach?
Obviously -1 today. We had a good session on the grass yesterday. Excited to hit the ground running today and a competitive game against Portland, which we're looking forward to, and obviously a 3-game week, which obviously is just an opportunity for us to gain some rhythm and hopefully bounce off some of the good aspects of the performance against Boston.
Alright, thanks Coach. We'll go ahead and go to questions. Paula?
Good morning, Paula Maruri, 1010 in San Francisco, California. How's everything going, Emma?
Good, thank you.
Busy week. Okay. So, how will you guys carry that momentum from the last 3 games to face Portland tomorrow? Thank you.
Yeah, it's something we spoke to the players obviously about. There's obviously parts of the Boston performance we were really pleased of. I thought we dominated the game, if I'm honest. I thought we doubled the amount of chances that we create in any of the games, and that didn't change when that was the same story in the first half to the second half. So I think for us now it's around building confidence of how we're progressing up the pitch with some of our in possession play, and confidence of I know we conceded the penalty, but that's obviously another game that we've not conceded an open play. So defensively we're building confidence, we're in structure, we're getting in the right places. Now it's just around all the pieces coming together, and we've just got to become obsessed with the process, and as I say, just keep building.
This is a busy week. You guys going to be facing Chicago also on Sunday. What is the communication, leadership, chemistry, energy to take care of details for these 2 games coming up? Thank you.
Yeah, the chemistry, the energy is really good. Everyone's really excited. Everyone likes these weeks where you get games under the lights and games are coming thick and fast. It's an opportunity, as I say, just to build that rhythm, and as I say, the tight game weeks and the quick turnarounds is something I'm used to, having spent a lot of time in international football. The worst week in a club with a tight turnaround is the best week in international football. So from how we turn things over, we're consistent, we're focused on ourselves, we're about sticking to our identity, little tweaks here and there for obviously to suit the opposition. The players are feeling good, feeling confident. So we're just excited now to get on the road and have these games come thick and fast.
Last question. What would you like to say about Christina Girelli's achievements and experience and to be part of the BFC? Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we're just obviously super happy to have her here. I think someone like Cree, the pedigree that she has on the pitch speaks for itself. She's super experienced, quality, real, world-class goal scorer. I know she's sort of not had that opportunity and scored a goal here yet. I know they're coming. I see her quality in training day in day out. I see her quality, over the past, over her career in that area as well. And you could see the impact that she had when she came on the pitch against Boston as well. Just some of her quality on the ball, and I thought she in the nicest way was quite playful when she came on. Some of her little tricks and flicks and sort of expressing herself. And one thing I love about Cree is she's so humble. She's so good for the locker room. She's a real leader in there. She's great for some of our younger players. She's a real extension of the coaching team, the way that she sort of sees the game and communicates with the players. And as I say, we're just super excited to have her here at Bay, and I'm excited to, hopefully she's back from injury now, and see her fully integrated back into the squad.
Thank you, Emma.
Thank you.
Thanks, Paula. Before we go on, more questions. You kind of hit on it there a minute about international football and this. Mm-hmm. You're being used to this. How are you able to relay that to the players and make them understand how relatively normal this is?
Yeah, I think we have a lot of players playing international football as well, so obviously they've been exposed to that sort of density of fixtures as well, the travel demands, whether you're travelling across America or across Europe for games, whatever it looks like. And one thing I really care about is the consistency going into the games. How do you turn one game round as quickly as possible, decompress from that emotionally, recover physically, get all that part of it right to give you a platform to go and sort of prepare consistently for the next sort of game and the build into that. And you know, that's part of football. You rest, you recover, you sleep, your nutrition, emotionally decompress from the game, and then straight into the next one, start building clarity there. And I think once you've got clarity in what you're trying to build, you've got consistent processes, you're developing a style of play, that comes easy. And you know, the girls are in a good place coming out of the Boston game, and hopefully we can replicate that going in and out of the Portland game too.
All right. Any other questions for Coach? Dino?
Hi, I had a quick one.
Yeah, go ahead.
From into the channel. Hey, Coach, how do you balance? You know, obviously, I'm sure you're going to want to see more goal scoring, but Portland, a tough opponent. How do you kind of manage the risk reward of kind of getting out on the front foot, but also not leaving the defense too exposed?
Yeah, you know, I think any part of the game, I think the thing you have to embrace in football is the complexity of it. So you can't look at the game as being in possession and out of possession, right? So when you're building and you're creating attacks, it's almost how do you prepare behind the ball to help manage some of those transitional moments. I think that's something that we've certainly developed quickly from the start of the season, and then likewise it's actually as we're defending, how do we prepare ahead of the ball to try and sort of ignite some counter attacks. I think we've been really effective in that area as well. So I think there's always that sort of balance of some of the structures that you put in place and some of the tweaks that you put in place to not only protect yourself against Portland's strength. We know they've got some good players. We know their front four, in particular, the way they look to combine and the way that they're sort of like producing some of their chances and the way that they look to progress up the pitch. But there's equally ways that you can really hurt them, and there's areas that we can exploit, and it's just making sure that we get both parts right. And there's one part getting the game plan right, and I think we've done a good job of that so far. And then the second part is then the execution of the game plan, and can't fault the players in that we're sort of putting in performances that we've been really pleased at. And I'd say that finishing touch now is just being a little bit more ruthless in front of goal. And I keep using the words, they're like buses. Once one comes, another will come, and then more will come, and sometimes you get a good bounce, you get a little bit of lurk, rub of the green, whatever it might be. But we're just really happy with the progress that we're making. We know we've got a tough opponent ahead of us, a well-structured team, a well-coached team, players with good experience, but that's the same for us as well.
And I know you mentioned, you talked a little bit about Christiana already. After reviewing the tape, did anybody's performance versus Boston kind of stand out to you on second look?
I can't say sort of like individuals. I know we're sort of really pleased with sort of like the progress we're making as a team, and there's some really nice partnerships that I think we're starting to develop. Like I really enjoy watching the partnership between Claire and Hannah. I think the way that they connect and combine and they help the team progress is really nice, and some of their ability to be able to adjust tactically in game is really, really good and really pleasing. You know, I think there's players that have huge impact, so I think Rudy's an important one. Rudy had a huge impact on the game, and you know it's easy to pick up moments where you know maybe the touch of the quality, the final part wasn't quite there in the box, but her threat levels and the way that she got the team up the pitch and sort of the threat and beyond. Same with Kylie Lima, some of the runs that she was making and some of the things we were asking her to do from a tactical point of view was there. And as I say, we're getting in all the right areas. So I wouldn't just necessarily call out one person as such. I think everyone's making progress, everyone's developing, everyone's fit within the game model, the game plan. Anouk's probably another good example in regards to, obviously she's really getting up to, like I'd say she's embedded now in the NWSL. It's a very different league to the WSL of where she was playing before, and you know she's now sort of like up to the pace of the league and some of the demands. And yeah, so as I say, I'm proud of where we're at right now.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dino. Any other questions for Coach? Okay, we're going to let her go, and we'll bring in Christiana Andrelli. Thanks, everybody.